Students, most welcome to your video. I think everyone is fine and I am fine too. Now let's go to the video. Dear students, in this video we are learning life skills. We are introduced handling emergencies. We are introduced handling emergencies. An emergency is a sudden unexpected situations that can cause injury or loss of life and which requires immediate attention. An emergency is a sudden unexpected situations that can cause injury or loss of life and which attention requires immediate attention. How to do handling for the situations? How to do handling for the situations? Introduced three situations: electric shock, drowning, and fire. Dear students, your best friend is talking to you at his home. At the same time, he is ironing his clothes. Suddenly, he gets an electric shock. He is still in contact with the electric source. Seeing this, you at once. First one, turn off the source of electricity. If possible, if not, to move the source away from you and the person. Using a dry, non-conducting object made of cardboard, plastic or wood. Begin CPR if the person shown no signs of circulation such as breathing, coughing or movement. Firstly, turn off the source of electricity if possible. If not, to move the source away from you and the persons. Using a dry non-conducting object made of cardboard, plastic or wood. Begin CPR if the person shows no signs of circulation such as breathing, coughing or movement. What do you need to do in emergency first aid for an electric shock visiting? What do you need to do in an emergency first aid for an electric shock visiting? How to help a victim of electric shock? How to help a victim of electric shock? First one, check for a person response and breathing. Check for a person response and breathing. It may be necessary to commence cardiopulmonary resuscitation. First one, check for a person's response and breathing. It may be necessary to commence cardiopulmonary resuscitations. Second one, call 000 for an ambulance. Second one, and call 000 for an ambulance. Third one, if their breathing is steady and they are responsive, attend to their injuries. Third one, if their breathing is steady and they are response, attend to their injuries. And the next one, talk calmly and reassuringly to the person. Talk calmly and reassuringly to the person. Okay, and second one, drowning. Second one, drowning. Death caused by suffocations when water or other liquid fills the wings. Drowning accidents can be prevented with precautions such as life jacket use and child supervision around water. Children can drown in less than 1 minute. Drowning accidents can be prevented with precautions such as life jacket use and child supervision. Around water, children can drown in less than 1 minute. Someone is drowning, not how you are bathing in a river. Suddenly you see a person bathing close to you, drowning. And what do? Get help, notify lifeguard if one is close. If not, ask someone to call or. Second one, if you are alone, follow the steps below. And the next one, move the persons. Take your person out of the water. And the next one, check the breathing. Place your ear next to person's mouth and nose. Do you feel air on your cheek? Look to see if the person's chest is moving. If the person is not breathing, check pulse. Check the person's pulse for 10 seconds. If there is no pulse, start CPR. Okay. And the next one, fire. And the next one, fire. Many families are living in the same building you live on morning. You see persons clothing catching fire you. What you do? Many families are living in the same building you live on. One morning you see a person's clothing catching fire you. What do you? If your clothes or someone else's clothes catch on fire, do not run, stop, drop and roll until the fire goes out and then call 911 number. If your clothes or someone else's clothes catch on fire, do not run, stop, drop and roll until the fire goes out and then call 911. Dear students, never remove any clothing stuck to a person's body. Cover them with a wet blanket until the burning stops. Then cover them with a dry blanket. Never remove any clothes stuck to a person's body. Cover them with a wet blanket until the burning stops. Then cover them with a dry blanket. Dear students, this chapter is very simple and easy. I hope you understand these chapters. Okay, dear students, next video, next chapter. Thank you everyone.